I've been told that there are three different kinds of love. There's eros. It's a love, it's a marital love. It's a love that we share with our spouse. It's a passionate, it's an intimate love. It's being in love, whether that be physical or not. And they also say there's a love called philia, which is a love that we share with friends and family, and love that we extend to people in our social circles. And then there's agape love, divine love, unconditional, never changing, no boundaries. It excludes no one. Overrides feelings of hurt, resentment, fear, and injustice. Divine love is that love that God shows to mankind. But as I understand the concept of love, I believe there's only one, not three. There's only divine love. The love we express or we manifest to our spouse or to our family or friends is divine love, because that's all there is. If there seems to be a difference, it's because of our ability to manifest the divine love within us. And the reason I believe that there's only one love is because of its source. Love can only come from God. God is love's only source. God's love cannot be altered, changed, or diluted. So therefore, the love that we receive and the only love we can give must be divine love. Anything else is not love and needs to be called something else. Love itself is the greatest attracting, harmonizing power of the universe. It never makes a mistake. It restores our soul, our relationships, every part of who we are. Love is that still small voice of God. It's expressed as kindness and patience and goodwill and compassion. Love is not concerned with who or what it loves. It loves for the sake of loving and expects nothing in return. Love, while maybe elusive, permeates everything. It fires the heart, stimulates the emotions, and proclaims the spirit. That pure essence of being binds together the whole human family. Divine love is that inner quality that we possess, where we see good everywhere. The Apostle Paul, in the 13th chapter of 1 Corinthians, he wrote about divine love, and he listed some of its characteristics. If you'll turn to your handout, the very first page, I want us to read these together. There's 12. Love never gives up. Love cares more for others than for itself. Love does not envy. Love does not have a swelled head. Love does not force itself on others. Love is never me first. Love never has a short temper. Love never keeps score of the sins of others. Love never revels when others grovel. Love takes pleasure in the expression of truth. Love always looks for the best in others. Love is eternal, it never dies. Now, the meditation that I used for candles was the 23rd Psalm. But every place that the word God existed, I removed it and replaced it with love. Did you notice? But did you also notice when I read the passage, it read true? That's because God and love are interchangeable. God is love. God is not loving. God is love itself. God's absolute and can bear no description, but we can know the aspects of God's nature. Divine love is the power of God in action. Love is the pure essence of God. Love's always present because God is always present. The entire nature of God is to forever give himself to his creation, to us, and that is now. I want you to turn to your second page, and you notice there's a blank. And what I'd like for you to do, we're going to read these again, and I want you to put the word God in place of love. And let's read it and see how it reads. God never gives up.
God cares more for others than for itself. God does not envy. God does not have a swelled head. God does not force itself on others. God is never me first. God never has a short temper. God never keeps score of the sins of others. God never rebels when others grovel. God takes pleasure when others express. God always looks for the best of others. God is eternal and never dies.
Very good. You notice how it was the same? It read absolutely the same. And now we're going to do a little challenge. What we're going to do is remove the word love, remove the word God, and we're going to put our own name in that spot. Now you want to know how can we do this? Well, it's very simple. We are the beloved of God, and we live our life from a place of knowing that love is who and what we are. We possess all that God is, so therefore we too are love. So love is God. Love is God in us. So love is who we are. Our spiritual nature is also love. We're made in the image and likeness of God, and we also love in action. This love was placed within us from the very beginning. Of all the aspects of God that we have within us, it's the most important one for us to practice until we manifest it perfectly as Jesus did. And we'll place our name in the blank, and we're going to read these again. We're going to take a little self-inventory and just see how well that we are doing. And the thing that you have to remember is we are a work in progress. And as we grow spiritually, we will express the love of God placed within us better and better. Now remember, we're going to read these again, but you're going to put your name in the place. Carla never gives up. Carla never
cares more than others for herself. Carla does not envy. David does not have a swelled head. David does not force itself on others. David is never me first. David never has a short temper. David never keeps score of the sins of others. David never rebels when others grovel. David takes pleasure when truth is expressed. David always looks for the best in others. David is eternal.
Carla never dies. Now, did you have a little bit more difficulty reading that the third time?
Yeah.
Did some of those bother you just a little bit more than others? Well, this way you can go through and you mark them and you know which ones we need to work on. Because we have to understand God is love, but so are we. You know, it's a very inner exercise to do. I do this with several other passages of Scripture, and sometimes the results can be truly amazing. It does give me a better understanding of God, but even more, it gives me a better understanding of myself. At the last of the 13th chapter of 1 Corinthians, the Apostle Paul says, "Now these three remain, faith, hope, and love, but the greatest of these is love." I believe there is only one love and not three, and that is God. We possess this love because God dwells within us. Therefore, we too are love. And I believe it is our true spiritual nature. And when you want to complete the sentence, love is, what we have to remember is it's not what love is, but it is who. So it is.